In this video, we'll be discussing how to achieve the best render with Blender, the popular open source 3D graphics software. Before we get started, it's worth noting that achieving the best render with Blender is a combination of art and science. It involves finding the right balance between image quality and rendering speed, and there are many factors that can affect the final result. Here are a few tips to help you get the best render with Blender. Optimize your scene. Before you start rendering, it's important to optimize your scene as much as possible. This can include reducing the number of objects and materials, using simpler materials, and minimizing the number of lights and reflections. The fewer elements your scene has, the faster it will render and the less strain it will put on your hardware. Increase the sample count. The sample count, also known as the render sample setting in Blender, determines the quality of the final render. Increasing the sample count will improve the quality of the render, but it will also increase the rendering time. It's important to find the right balance between image quality and rendering speed. Use denoising. Denoising is a technique that can help reduce noise in the final render. You can enable denoising by going to the Render tab of the Properties panel and checking the denoising checkbox. Denoising can improve the quality of the render, but it will also increase the rendering time. Use an external renderer. Blender has an internal renderer called Cycles, but you can also use external renderers such as LuxCore or Anode to render your scenes. These renderers may offer improved performance or additional features that are not available in Cycles. Upgrade your hardware. If you have an older computer or GPU, upgrading to a newer, faster model can greatly improve rendering performance. Use a render farm. If you have a particularly complex or time-consuming scene to render, you may want to consider using a render farm. A render farm is a network of computers that can be used to distribute the rendering workload, allowing you to complete renders more quickly. We hope these tips have been helpful and have given you some ideas on how to achieve the best render with Blender. Remember, finding the right balance between image quality and rendering speed is key, and there are many factors that can affect the final result. With practice and experimentation, you'll be creating stunning 3D graphics and animations in no time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.